Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. No guys, you are not seeing things. This is in fact a Sunderland career mode. The first one I'm doing, it must be about 3 years. Honestly, I think the last one I did was FIFA 20. It's been that long since I've done a career mode. It's been way too long. It's been way too long. And since then I have gained so many new viewers. From my football and my Sunderland videos, I thought, you know, why not? Let's start a Sunderland career mode on FIFA 23. I got a brand new capture card. I've got the Elgato HD60X. I did have a Razer Repsol for a little bit, but it's pretty shit. Not going to lie. Sorry, Razer. You know, you make some excellent stuff, but your capture cards just aren't it. I'm sorry, Elgato. They beat you in every single aspect there, I'm afraid. Now, FIFA 23 is drastically different in terms of career mode, especially the actual hub area. Now, as you guys can see, it's all different. First of all, training is actually the number one priority here. Obviously, I will end up changing to the calendar progression as we do click on. It is a lot easier to actually access the league standings, which I find so much better. Also got the week schedule here as well, which is interesting. I probably wouldn't have put that in the central, but more maybe like keep that in the office. But hey ho. Also, I think this is a really smart one. The objectives is in central, which I think is massively important. It's so much easier to access the objectives now, which I think is really nice. And the news hasn't really changed much there. Speaking of my objectives, let's have a look at my objectives in the whole. So obviously, you got my main objectives, which obviously I will be looking to follow as often as I can. So my youth development, obviously, with Sunderland, obviously we now are back to having a Category A academy. So I'm not surprised that youth development is going to be pretty high. Now I need to assign 1 players in my youth academy to assign to the defender position, and sign at least 2 players younger 20 years old with potential greater than the average overall rating of players in that same position, which I think could actually be completed pretty quickly. Actually, I'll tell you why later on. Brand exposure, which is something which at the time we laughed at, because obviously one of the main reasons apparently why Alex Neil left was because we didn't have enough veteran players, and speaking was telling them to basically fuck off. But since then, you know, if you think, you know, it might not have hurt to actually gain one like level head player, which I actually might look to doing in this career mode, and might get them getting done pretty quickly. Obviously, we're not in any European competition. Probably won't be for a little while. Maybe like 3 seasons, maybe 4, depending on how fast I do move through this career mode. So obviously, there's going to be no objectives there. Now, domestic success, thankfully, we now are back in the championship, so we have no pressure to get any sort of promotion whatsoever. However, promotion in the first season may not be the worst thing in the world. Now, see, in the championship, we are finished. I think mid-table finish is definitely on the cards. There's no reason at all why we can't do that. However, the FA Cup objective to reach the last 16 is definitely going to be a challenge. I'm definitely looking forward to see how I can get on with that. And of course, financial, one thing that's been a burden on Sunderland for years now. Make a 12.9 million profit from youth player sales in the first 2 seasons. That could actually be another pretty damn thing that could actually get done once you see one of my youth players in the academy. You may have just had a quick glimpse of him at the top there. And now the squad page hasn't changed too much. It is pretty much the same as it was before. Here's a team that I'm looking to go with for now. Not going to be too many changes to this team in season 1. Now this is the team I probably would play in real life. Maybe not so much Pritchard at the moment, but that's for another time. So 4-3-3 with Clark, Stewart and Roberts up front. We've got Pritchard, and behind him we've got Daniel and Michu. Michu needs to be played in real life. I don't know what he's doing on the bench. Back four currently have Gooch, Ballard, Bart, who's the captain, obviously because Evans isn't here, clearly, and Dennis Serkin and Patterson in goal, obviously. So we've got Sims, Bennett, Diallo, O'Nine, Bass, Alice, and Wright. And then on the reserves, it's weird because, you know, there's so many players on the reserves, the likes of Evans, Embleton, Matei, Barr, maybe even Diakin, and likes of Hume, who I want to be getting into this team, but there's just no room for them. It's mental. Like, for the first time in ages, Sunderland have actually got decent squad depth. However, it's unfortunate that Mowbray isn't really utilising that too much. Hint, hint. But yeah, this is what we're going with for now. Not going to be too many changes, like I just said before, to this team. I just don't see the need to actually make any changes. I do have a second team, which... How do I actually access that? Is it this way? Well, there it is there. It is a sort of slightly weaker team, however, still good enough. Obviously, but got basically the players who couldn't get in the team who are here now. Obviously, notably, second is still a left back, but however, I'm looking at getting a backup left back as Connor Pye. I don't really see me getting around to using him in his career mode. Like, unless he has some sort of major growth, I just don't see happening. Transfers is mostly the same. The only difference is that now that this current report and the youth stuff now are here as well, which I think it makes so much more sense, let's be honest. The office probably had the biggest change of them all. Now we have the finances here, which I think is interesting. The budget overview, stuff like that. Calendar's now moved here. My career's now here as well. Browse jobs, yada yada yada. Over leagues here as well. Customized, it's pretty. I probably won't be touching this very often. Now, you're probably wondering, like, unless you've already seen it, where is the inbox? Where is all the mail? If I press down on the right analog stick, it takes me to my inbox. Now, I've got two emails here regarding my scouts, which I'll take you to now. So I've got Joseph Barton. Yep, I've got Joey Barton as one of his scouts. That's mental, that. And I've got him out looking for a promising centre back, as I think we could do more cover there. As you can see, I'm not looking for anything too crazy. Just someone literally just to just fill up a number, and I will be looking for a new left back once I've got my centre back. No, that's already sorted out. Now, my youth players, my youth academy. I've got I think since FIFA 21, they might be doing this basically. You get a scout report at the start of every game automatically, and it is a complete luck whether you do actually get someone decent or not. However, this time I've got two decent players, one in particular. First of all, we do have Leon T. Pavlov, a right back from Russia. Potential's decent enough, but overall needs to massively improve. Now then, it's this guy here, Leon Parkin, 16 years old, he's younger than me. However, he's already got a better overall than the majority of this Sunderland squad. Man, it's 16 years old, and his potential is going to be he's going to be a future England player. Let's be honest. Now, I'm currently torn whether to bring him into the first team or to sell him on. Obviously, we do have Stewart and Sims and Thompson. Obviously, Thompson's in this game as the strikers. I'm not too sure if I want to actually move them on, or if I want to, how long I'm actually going to keep on using them. Obviously, Sims is only on loan for the season, so it might make sense to actually bring in Parkin for maybe next season, because we're not actually want to sign Sim permanently or not. Both guys are really rambling on for 80 minutes now. I think it's time to actually move on. Now, training, I'm not actually too bothered about. I don't really think it affects much, to be honest. Like, yeah, sharpness is down a little bit, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter at all, guys. I'm going to be brutally honest with you. And look at Leipzig. Come on, man. Jason Bennett, he's going to be a Sunderland player for life. Like, unless he forces a way out of the club, he's going to be at this club until he freaking dies. Well, not literally. We are literally taking the Sunderland till I die more of a little bit too far. He's not going anywhere. And look at Callum Doyle. Haven't really heard his name much this season. I wonder how he's getting currently. Obviously, he's on loan. Can't really get him there. Looking for Josh Feeney. I mean, to be fair, the options aren't fantastic. Like, to be fair, fucking good. Like, I'm basically just looking for somebody to do, just to like fill in a spot. Really, that's what I'm mainly looking for. Just someone who can sit there and look pretty, if you want to put it like that. That's a weird way of putting it, but you get the gist. You of it, don't you, really? So looking at you guys, while I'm here, I'm going to be looking to edit that and get a left back in instead. As I do need one. I'm going to up the age. I'm going to change it, move this to 18 to 20 for the left back, because I do want someone who can slot right into our second team. You know what I'm saying. I'm already pushing our first friendly. And the friendlies have changed a little bit. You're also playing 3 games, but it's not actually a competition. It's more like a little league table, which is it's interesting. It's a little bit pointless, I won't lie. But hey, I'm not really complaining too much. Now, one new feature that I've added this year is player highlights. Now, I have been using this in my play career mode because I find it just makes things flow by so much easier. Now, I'm not going to be doing this for every match in this career mode. I probably will be playing the league games in full. But I'm thinking, like things like friendlies and cup games, it probably wouldn't hurt, to maybe play highlights, see how to get on. Playing at the Johan Cruyff Arena against Lugo, who are a Spanish team. So basically, the highlights, you don't obviously play the full match. Obviously, you only play the highlights. Now, unfortunately, the highlights are pretty limited. Usually, just do the same stuff over and over again. And also have this weird little time, which I'm not a huge fan of. I'm not gonna lie. Now, I'm not the best FIFA player at the moment. Yeah, I'm finding a little bit different to adjust to FIFA this year. However, I am finding that to be much more positive. So then Dan Neil gets the first goal 3 minutes in. It's a nice finish from Dan Neil. He scored a good goal against Burnley at the weekend. And there's a nice finish from him. Then a nice little chest down. And then put it away in our corner for Lugo. You see, it makes matches, I think in my opinion, it makes them flow a lot quicker. And, yeah, to Patterson with a fucking good save there. I panicked a little bit then. And we got a corner kick now, but yeah, I mean, to be fair, if you don't want to risk saving the game, however, you don't really fancy playing the matches either, this is the perfect substitute, because basically, I don't like you guys, but I don't really like the whole football manager type thing. I mean, to be fair, it works fine in football manager, but it's just not in this game. How the fuck I won a free kick for that? That was mental. I just fouled myself. I got a free kick. Now the solo run definitely the most overpowered thing for me anyway. Especially if you are using a good team, just because the through balls are they're pretty insane. I'm not gonna lie, they are pretty damn good. Now, unfortunately, there are going to be some cases where the matches don't really have too many goals, which could be a problem, entertainment wise. But no, you have two things. Obviously, Sims come on now. Obviously, they do sometimes make random substitutions here and then. Shoot, that was fucking terrible. I do find that low different shots are the way to go. If you are looking to score a clinical goal, and holy shit, that came out of nowhere. My god, that was an excellent finish. Patterson argued could be doing better. What he's playing La Liga? How's this fucking fair? They play the same league as Barcelona, and I play the same league as fucking Wigan. That's full time 1-1. It's just, it could be very consequential. If you are looking for a challenge, obviously play highlights is the way to go. But yeah, that was rough. Wow, holy shit. Not really used to playing with a full squad. But we do have a score report back on Alvaro Diaz. Should be my answer. He is. Oh, he's just too good, man. He's too good. I don't really need him. I've got bottom. Sorry, Diaz. I'm sure you'll find another couple to play for. I just don't need him. On hello left backs, let's see what we got. Diaz, man, what are you doing, man? Yeah, look, already looking at some decent options here. Yes, not left wing back. Sorry. Yeah, this is definitely what I'm looking for. Sorry, if those guys were actually good players. I prefer to have actual left backs in my team. Now, Sheffield Wednesday away. The old rival, obviously, they probably don't really like us too much because of the playoffs last year, but who really cares? I'm pretty sure they're over by now. But yeah, we'll use the second team for this one again. Preseason doesn't really matter. We do want to try and use everybody as much as we can. And let's see how we get on. And yeah, this happens a lot. I find it happens a lot. We're getting away with penalties for no reason. I know, of course, it is Barry Bannon. I'm going to say that in the middle for this one. Yes! Now, I've noticed in this game, staying down the middle for a penalty is it's a safe option to go, just because it is still possible to actually save it if you do try to aim for the corners but can't quite get there. And, that going off the line! What a save from Bass to deny Michael Smith, the Geordie bastard. But yeah, penalties of the they've kind of gone back to the old way. It's changed a little bit, but it's more. Evans, what was that? Yeah, it has gone back more to what they used to be back prior to FIFA 17, I think, when they changed. Might have even been. Actually, no, the first change FIFA 17, then changed again, FIFA 21. Actually, no, it might be FIFA 20 when it actually changed. But there you see, I'm trying to work this here. Oh, Amadio's. He's just. Cheers, lad. Chewy! Oh, straight to keep. That was a pretty poor shot, not gonna lie. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, obviously the highlights, just like anything to do with EA, it varies in the luck. You know, it's either scripted to actually go well, or you end up conceding about 20 penalties per game, like I did in the fucking Champions League final against United. It wasn't fun, let me tell you. And again, it could end up being games where one team dominates the other, which it's not ideal. I'll lie, not ideal. Patterson, holy shit, my defenders are so slow. Brighton, Elise, like Elise is so much faster in real life. EA just completely fucked him here. He's so much quicker in real life, Elise. Here we go, a little counter attack here. Now the through balls are OP as fuck. Now down Evans, unless you're a League One player, like Corey Evans is. I mean, to be fair, like yes, I know we are in the Championship, but we still got a League One squad. I'm really. Also, corners gone back to what they used to be. Oh, off the bar. Yeah, the league and the corners got back to what they used to be back before FIFA 17 as well. But I mean, to be fair, I like this change. Not the worst change ever to have. 0-0 draw there against Sheffield Wednesday. Again, preseason really doesn't matter at all. Be a fan of Finnegan's here. I mean, to be fair, I think I'm just going to quick sim this one. I'm not too lost at all. Quick sim, how do we get on? It's a 1-2 defeat. Damn it. Ross, we've got to get our goal. Saw and Van Aken getting the goal. So here I've been. So to centre halves, I think to be fair, this Borga guy's going to be. He'll do. He'll be good enough. Literally to be like a fifth choice centre back. You know, get him on the cheap, £400,000 if we can get that done. CVG is still in the game, which is a little bit awkward, considering the fact he's no longer obviously at Villa. Prospect player, obviously he's not going to be playing for fucking ages. Right, like that'll do. As long as he won't play now, not playing, that'll do me. Now, one thing I've noticed briefly from playing manager mode is that you actually are graded on your negotiation skills, and I think it's interesting. Oh, there's a new cutscene as well. Now, I do prefer this cutscene compared to the one where you actually set up play. Now, I think the one where you set up play, it's so sad. Like, why is it so? It's just so upsetting to me. I don't know why. And yeah, look, I clearly care about this 18-year-old lad who is actually going to be my fifth choice centre back. There he is, the new Sunderland game. I mean, to be fair, like I think our kid, it is definitely growing on me a lot. Like I didn't really like it too much at the start. But yeah, look, at £400,000. That's Villa my F. No, we're going to see. Not too bad. We're passed. Good price. Yeah, Manchester. Good out. This whole team management to get him in the team all nicely and slotted up. Yes, I do have a little OCD when it comes to actually positioning players. But I think for a fifth choice on the back is not too shabby. Now, back into the left back area. Joe Bacon. Oh, he's Joe Bacon. Sorry, I think to be fair, I think he might be the one to go. You know, for the backup left back. You know, obviously Serkin's my boy. I kind of let Serkin down. £1 million plus. Ooh, I tell you what. If you could knock that down to 300k, I might actually see that happening. 300k plus Diaku. What a steal that is! £300,000 plus Diaku. That's an absolute bargain and a half. That. Rotation. No, that's important. Fine. Whatever. 5-year deal. Like, to be fair, I think anyone like 20 or younger usually get on 5-year contracts. One bonus, the bonuses just aren't worth it at all. Like, they usually do, like to be fair, they will do either small increases to the wage budget. We'll skip all this. You know, we've already just seen that before. So Joel Bacon swapped. Daki's now gone. Joel Bacon's now in the team. That has to be a, yeah, I was gonna say it has to be a good one. A B, great price there. The overall 66, which is actually better than the second overall. But I'm looking at getting him in the second team. Do I want him on the bench? I think I'll put him on the bench. Sorry, Elise. Here. Like, to be fair, I think you are fucking class in real life, but yeah. So he's gonna be on the bench in real life. Fucking hell, in the first team off, yeah, he's definitely gonna be in the second team. Just gonna quickly adjust that right now. But by the way, what a steal, by the way. Managing to get rid of Diaku. Hey, by the way, I've got nothing against it, but like, he just doesn't seem good enough, really. Well, for the level that we're at anyway, like, he just doesn't really seem like he's there. And I think Joe Big, and I think, to be fair, I think for a player who's worth like £1.5 million to get a 300 king and to get rid of a player who I wasn't really gonna use, I think it's great. And again, you can piss off. Stewart is staying here until he retires. Or unless I don't need him, which that's right, I'm also going to need him. And here we are, up to the first game of the season, which is now unfortunately the EA just haven't put in the real fixtures, which is a shame. But really, past season 1, there's not really going to be much of an issue. Sorry, everybody, not going to be starting this game. But guys, that's going to be where we are going to leave it for this first episode. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Now I know it was a little bit boring compared to what it will be, but I promise you guys it will get more interesting as the episodes do progress. Now I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then be sure to leave a like and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more of this cream mode in the future. Also turn on the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a video. That's all. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.